29th April 2021 Morning Murli Om Shanti Bap Dada Madhuban. Sweet children, become pure and you will become worthy of doing spiritual service. Soul conscious children, stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance and also enable others to stay on this pilgrimage. Question: how does the income that you children earn at the confluence age become your true income? Answer: the income you earn at this time lasts for 21 births. By earning this income, you never become bankrupt to listen to knowledge and give it to others, and to stay in remembrance and inspire others to do the same is the true income that only the true Father teaches you to earn throughout the whole cycle. No one else can earn such an income. No other income goes with you. Song: we have to walk on that path where we fall, and we therefore also have to take care. Om Shanti. You children have been stumbling along a great deal on the path of devotion. On the path of devotion, people go on pilgrimages with a lot of love and good feelings. They listen to the Ramayana, etc. They sit and listen to those stories with so much love that they even cry. Our goddess Sita of our god Rama has been abducted by the devil Ravan. When they hear this, they cry. All of those are tall stories through which there is no benefit. They even call out, "O purifier, come and make us unhappy souls happy," because they say that souls are immune to the effect of action. They don't understand that it is souls that experience sorrow. They believe that souls are beyond happiness and sorrow. Why do they say this? Because they believe that God is beyond happiness and sorrow. They ask how it is that his children could come into happiness and sorrow. You children now understand all of these things. Even on this path of knowledge, there is sometimes an eclipse of bad omens, and sometimes something else happens. Sometimes your faces are blooming, and at other times they wilt. This is a war with Maya. Maya has to be conquered. When someone becomes unconscious, the life gives herb of Manmana Bhava is given. There is a lot of glamour on the path of devotion. They decorate the idols of the deities so much and put real jewelry on them. The ornaments are the property of the idols. Anything that belongs to the idols then belongs to the priests and trustees of the temple. You children know you were decorated with many diamonds and jewels in the living form, and you still wore a lot of jewelry when you become worshippers. Now you don't have anything. You wore them in the living form and also in the non-living form. Now you have no jewelry. You are completely ordinary. The Father says, I enter an ordinary body. There is no external kingly splendorous. Even sannyasis have a lot of external splendors, you now understand how we souls were so pure in the golden age. Even our bodies were pure. Even our decorations were very beautiful. Those who are beautiful have a keen interest in decorating themselves. When you were beautiful, you wore beautiful jewelry. You used to wear big necklaces, etc., of diamonds. Here, everything is ugly. Even the cows have become so ugly. When Baba went to Srinath Dwari, there were beautiful cows there. They portray the cows with Krishna as very beautiful. Here, because this is the irony, just look what all the cows are like. Such a cow doesn't exist there. You children become the masters of the world. Even your decorations there are very beautiful. Just think about it. There would definitely be cows there. The cow dung there will be so rich. Fertilizer is needed for the land. When fertilizer is used, the harvest is good. Everything there is very good and nutritious. Here there is no nourishment in anything. Everything has become completely powerless. Daughters go to the settled region. They would eat such a large fruit and also drink the very sweet juice from the fruit. Visions were granted showing how the gardeners there would cut the fruit and give it to them. There cannot be any fruit, etc. In the settled region, those were just visions. Nevertheless, heaven will exist here. People believe that heaven is up above. Heaven neither exists in the settled region nor in the incorporeal world. It only exists here. The visions that the daughters had here will then be seen with your physical eyes. The things that everyone has are according to their position. Look how beautiful the palaces of kings are. There are many very good palaces built in Jaipur. When people go there, they have to buy tickets just to see the palaces. They have palaces especially open to the public. They themselves live in other palaces. That happens even now in the Iron Age. This is the impure world. No one considers himself to be impure. You now understand that you were impure. You were of no use and you are now to become beautiful. That world will become first class. Although the palaces in America, etc., are first class, they are nothing compared to the palaces there, because the palaces here only give temporary happiness. There are first class palaces there. There are first class cows there. There are still cow herds there. Sri Krishna too is called a cowherd. People who look after cows here call themselves cowherds, who belong to the dynasty of Krishna. In fact, that cannot be called the dynasty of Krishna. It can be said that they belong to the kingdom of Krishna. Wealthy people who have cows would also have cowherds to look after the cows. The word cowherd belongs to the golden age. It is a matter of only yesterday. Yesterday we belonged to the original eternal deity religion, and then we became impure, and so we began to call ourselves Hindus. When you ask people nowadays if they belong to the original, eternal, deity religion or the Hindu religion, they all write that they belong to the Hindu religion. Who established the Hindu religion? Who established the deity religion? No one knows this. Baba asked the question. Tell me who established the original eternal deity religion. Shiv Baba is establishing it through Brahma. The original eternal deity religion was established through the Srimad of God Shiv Baba. Then there was the kingdom of Ravan, and people began to indulge in vice. They start to call themselves Hindus when the path of devotion begins. No one calls himself a deity now. Ravan made you vicious, and the Father has come to make you viceless. You are becoming deities by following God's directions. Only the Father comes and makes you Brahmins into deities. It sits in the intellects of you children number wise. How you come down the ladder, you understand that all other human beings are following devilish dictates, whereas you are following God's directions. You have been coming down the ladder by following Ravan's dictates. After 84 births, you will then take the number one birth. Your godly intellects understand the beginning, the middle, and the end of the whole world. This life of yours is invaluable. It is very great. It is now that the Father comes and purifies you. We are now becoming worthy of doing spiritual service. Those people are physical social workers who remain body conscious. You are soul conscious. You take souls on the spiritual pilgrimage. The Father explains, you were Satopradhan and have now become Tamopradhan. Those who are Satopradhan are called pure, whereas those who are Tamopradhan are called impure. Allah is mixed in souls. It is souls that have to be made Satopradhan. The more you stay in remembrance, the purer you will become. Otherwise, you will become less pure, and the burden of sins will still remain on your heads. All souls are at first pure, and then each one's part is individual. Not everyone can have the same part. The highest part is Baba's, and then there are the parts of Brahma and Saraswati. Those who carry out the establishment also sustain it. Theirs are great parts. First is Shiv Baba, and then there are Brahma and Saraswati who take rebirth. Shankar only adopts a subtle form. It isn't that Shankar takes a body on loan. Krishna has his own body. It is only Shiv Baba who takes a body on loan here. He enters an impure body in the impure world and serves everyone to take them into liberation and liberation in life. You first have to go into liberation. Only the one Father is the knowledgeful Father, the purifier. Only he is called Shiv Baba. It doesn't seem right to call Shankar Baba. The term Shiv Baba is very sweet. Some offer flowers to Shiva, and others offer something else. Some still offer milk. The Father continues to explain to you children in many different ways. You children are told that everything depends on yoga. It is only by having yoga that your sins will be absolved. Those who have yoga are also able to imbibe knowledge well. They will continue with their own study because they also have to relate knowledge. This is something new. Only those who heard this knowledge directly from God are the ones who heard it now. This knowledge will then no longer remain. You are now listening to whatever the Father says at this time, you imbibe it now, and you then have to have your part of the reward. It is only now that you hear the knowledge and also relate it to others. This part will not be there in the golden age. There it is the part of the reward. People study to become barrister and then they earn money working as barristers. This is such a huge income. People of the world don't know about it all. You know that the true Father is enabling you to earn a true income through which you will never become bankrupt. You are now earning a true income. It will remain with you for 21 births. That other income doesn't go with you. This one will go with you, and you should therefore occupy yourself in earning this income. These things are not in the intellect of anyone, but you children among you also. There are some who forget it again and again. You should not forget the Father or the inheritance. There is only one thing to do. Simply remember the Father from whom you received the inheritance of 21 births. Your bodies will also remain free from disease for 21 births. Untimely death will not take place until you reach old age. Your children should have so much happiness. The remembrance of the Father is the main thing. It is in this that Maya creates obstacles. She brings storms. Many types of storm come. You say that you will remember the Father, but you are unable to do that. It is in remembrance that many fail. Many are lacking in the subject of yoga. You must become as strong as possible in yoga. The knowledge of the seed and the tree is not a big thing. The Father says, remember me. By remembering me and knowing me, you will come to know everything. Remembrance contains everything. Remember, sweet Baba, Shiv Baba. The highest on high is God. He is the most elevated of all. He gives the highest on high inheritance for 21 births. He makes us immortal and constantly happy. You become the masters of the land of immortality. Therefore, you should remember such a Father very well. When you don't remember the Father, you remember everything else. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. The first point, this godly life is very valuable. Make both yourself, the soul, and your bodies pure in this life. Stay on the spiritual pilgrimage and teach others this pilgrimage. The second point, occupy yourself in earning a true income as much as possible in order to become free from diseases, become strong in remembrance. Blessing, may you become an embodiment of knowledge and yoga yukta by being master knowledgeful and finishing ignorance. Explanation, those who are master knowledgeful do not have any type of ignorance. They cannot say that they were ignorant of something and try to free themselves because they were not aware of it. The children who are embodiments of knowledge are not ignorant of anything. Those who are Yoga Yukta experience knowing everything already beforehand. They know that the sparkle and glamour of Maya is no less. Maya is very glamorous, and this is why you have to protect yourself from her. It is impossible for those who have understood the knowledge of Maya in all ways to be defeated. Slogan, those who are always happy hearted cannot have any questions. Om Shanti.